Have you ever noticed something strange? You leave one relationship thinking, never again. But months later, different face, different name, yet somehow the same person. The same emotional distance, the same broken promises, the same ending. At some point, you stop asking, why are people like this? And start wondering, why do I keep finding them? The answer is far more psychological than most people realize. Imagine someone named Sarah. Her first boyfriend barely texted her. She constantly wondered if he still loved her. Eventually, they broke up. A year later, she met someone new. Funny, confident, charming. She thought, finally, someone different. 3 months later, he also became distant. Again she was chasing. Again she was overthinking. Again she was trying to earn someone's love. Different person, same story. This happens to millions of people, and here's why. Your brain doesn't chase what's healthy, it chases what's familiar. Psychologists call this familiarity bias. If your nervous system grew up believing love meant uncertainty, silence, mixed signals, or constantly proving your worth, then calm, healthy relationships can actually feel boring. Not because they are boring, because they're unfamiliar. Your brain mistakes familiarity for compatibility. Think about your favorite song. The first time you heard it, it probably wasn't your favorite, but after hearing it over and over, you started loving it. People work similarly. Our brains naturally trust what feels familiar, even when it's hurting us. That's why someone can repeatedly fall for emotionally unavailable partners without realizing they're repeating an old emotional pattern. There's another hidden reason. You don't just attract people, you also choose them. Most people think attraction happens instantly, but attraction is often influenced by unconscious beliefs. Imagine two people walk into a room. One is emotionally available, kind, consistent. The other is mysterious, hot and cold, hard to read. If your brain secretly associates unpredictability with excitement, guess who you'll notice first? Not because they're your soulmate, because your mind recognizes the emotional pattern. It feels like chemistry, when sometimes it's actually familiarity wearing a disguise. This is why people often say, I have bad luck in relationships. But luck isn't usually the biggest factor. Patterns are. The same choices, the same emotional reactions, the same warning signs being ignored create the same ending. It's like changing the actor, but keeping the exact same script. One of the biggest mistakes people make is confusing intensity with connection. Butterflies, anxiety, constant overthinking, waiting for a text, feeling emotionally addicted. Movies call this romance. Your nervous system calls it stress. Healthy love often feels surprisingly calm. No games, no guessing, no emotional roller coaster. At first, that calm can even feel strange, because peace isn't as dramatic as chaos. Here's something difficult to hear. People don't always reveal who they are. They reveal who they are, and we reveal what we're willing to ignore. The red flags are often visible early. The late replies, the inconsistency, the lack of effort, the disrespect disguised as confidence. But when we're focused on someone's potential, we stop seeing their reality. We fall in love with who they could become, instead of who they already are. So, how do you stop repeating the cycle? Start paying attention to what feels normal, not what feels exciting. Ask yourself, am I choosing this person because they make me feel valued, or because they make me feel anxious? Notice your patterns. Notice your reactions. Notice the stories you've been telling yourself about love, because awareness is where the cycle begins to break. The next time you meet someone, don't ask, do I like them? Ask something more powerful. How do I feel about myself when I'm with them? Do you feel safe, respected, at peace? Or are you constantly trying to earn their attention? Because the right person won't make you question your worth every day. They'll remind you that you never had to. And maybe the reason you keep meeting the same type of person isn't because that's all that's out there. It's because your heart has been following an old map. The moment you change the map, you finally arrive somewhere new.